Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of FSEconomy with me, MHerd37. So I was kind of looking around for our next flight, and still the smaller airports that I kind of wanted to fly from still don't really have anything, or else they just don't have a plane that we can use. But I checked back at Cincinnati, and as you can see, Cincinnati has a ton of jobs, and one of the things I like about this, they're all really short jobs, and there's a bunch of them going to the same airport. And I actually found some jobs I went, and we actually have a plane that we can actually rent. It is the Caravan. We flew that in episode 1. I'm going to fly this one. I guess $400 an hour dry. And it's got IFR, AP, and GPS. Alright, that's good. So we're going to go ahead and rent that. And we're going to be flying over here to I18. That's Ravenswood, West Virginia. And there's eight. Wait, not this I18. We might actually be able to fit that in. I was like, wait, it's not the actual one, because that was supplies. Here, there's actually 8 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I wonder how many. Could we actually fit some of the supplies in there? They're only $600, but they're only 250 kilograms. I don't know if we'll be able to get those or not. We can get these for sure. Like, you could even probably get these people. They're going straight east too, but for now, we'll just go ahead and stick with these 8. We're going to add them to my flight. And let's go over to my flight. All 8 departing, and we've got our plane right here. It's 133 nautical miles, and this goes 182, so basically you're looking at maybe an hour, and this plane can go over 2 hours with the amount of fuel, so that should be more than enough. So let's go ahead and get over in the plane. Alright, people, sorry. Before we get in the plane, I was just looking at this. We have 881 kilograms remaining, so let's grab 3 of those. Over here at I18. Here we go. That's crazy. I didn't see those before. I want to check. I just want to make sure, because if we don't get it all, we're kind of screwed. 881. So we can get 3 of them. If I would have had to leave 3 of them, that would have, or leave some, that would suck, because we'd have to come back and get them. Alright, so we can fit those in there. Go to the bottom. Alright, add those to my flight as well. Alright, so we should be good. 131, we don't want to add anything to that. So let's go ahead and get in the plane. Alright, everybody, here we are at the plane. Let's go ahead and get this loaded. Alright, 208 Caravan. Let's just kind of want to make sure, so please add 910 kilograms. I have no idea why it always wants to do that to us. So we'll just ignore it again. Alright. Let's make sure. I can't even remember where the parking brake is on this thing. It should be set. Alright. We get down here. Is that as far as down as it goes? Alright. So I can check my lights. Nav and beacon can come on. Battery on. Come up here a little bit. Turn the generator on. Fuel boost. With the starter. It's like a low idle. Can turn the starter off and the fuel boost off. Make sure that generator is on. Turn our avionics on. No smoking, seatbelts. I don't know, sometimes they don't want to be hit. I don't know if it's because the zoom level and stuff like that can affect it. Wait, pitot heat, stall heat. See, now the stall, it doesn't want to look. Pretty sure we had it yesterday. Let's see, prop auto heat. I don't know why some of these don't like to be clicked sometimes. It's kind of odd. I think it's because of the views. If I move over here, that still doesn't want to be hit. Alright. Move that all the way up. As well, sit up, turn on ATC. Don't tell me that it turned my sound again. Set up ground. We're going to be going, I believe, to the east. Yeah, to the east. This is where we were in our last flight. Hopefully, they put us at the same exact runway. Ah, jeez. Alright, I'll go make an IFR plan real quick. Be right back. Alright, I got the IFR one now, so we'll hit clearance. So we'll just use IFR the whole way, I guess. Kind of annoying, but we'll just leave it.
Landmark 1123 is clear to India's 18 airport as filed.
5,000?
Runway heading, climb and maintain 5,000. Departure frequency is 121.0, squawk 6132.
We're at 1,000 feet a minute, so we'll read that back.
Landmark 1123 clear to India's 18 airport as filed. Fly runway heading, climb and maintain 5,000. Departure on 121.0, squawk 6132. Landmark 1123, read back correct. Contact ground on 121.3.
Alright, we'll contact ground. Request our taxi.
Ground, landmark 1123.
See what runway they give us.
IFR. Landmark 1123, taxi to and hold short of runway 18 left using taxiway Sierra.
I think that's the same one.
Contact tower on 118.975 when ready.
Alright, we'll acknowledge that and then get our progressive taxi. Turn on the taxi light. See what's the best way, right or left. Doesn't really matter. Just turn to the left here. I do believe that's the same runway, so we've got to taxi down a little bit. And then we can take one of the taxiways. We don't need the full runway. This is what we did in this plane yesterday. And this thing really doesn't want to turn. Try and slow it down a little now. Feels like I'm sitting down lower in the cockpit again. I really don't like that. I like to sit up a little bit. Make sure we see out a little bit better, like that. It should pay pretty good. They're all paying over $800 a piece for each passenger. We got 8 of them, so that's like $6,400. We're paying $400 for the rental plus fuel, so we should make like $6 grand on just the passengers alone. Wow, this thing does not turn. Maybe that's the weight problem. And then you throw in the cargo. It should be quite nice, quite good paying. Just this thing really doesn't want to turn today. I don't know why. Shouldn't be a weight thing. We're just on the ground. It's odd that it's turning awkwardly on the ground. Like I'm trying to use the brake for the differential braking type. While I'm turning it just doesn't want to do anything. So we'll go on down to here's a little ways. I'm surprised there's nobody at the airport. It's a very busy airport, actually, here in Cincinnati. I know a lot of the smaller airports actually fly into Cincinnati as well. I know my local one, Huntington, they fly there in the morning. I actually flew from there to Cincinnati once. We had to make an emergency trip down to Florida. But there's one plane I heard, I guess before us, but other than that, there's like nobody here. It's kind of odd. miles. 132 miles. Let's see, can we... I'll go down a little bit further, just in case. Might be able to get up there, but... Go down a little ways more. Better safe than sorry. Last thing we want to do is wreck a plane. I wonder if it can even detect that kind of thing. I don't know what all it detects. FSEconomy, since it's just web-based, and I mean, you have that client, but I don't know what all it will detect. Like, it doesn't detect nav and beacon like FS passengers will get after you on that with that stuff, but I don't know what all it detects. If you crash, can you just start over and it doesn't know? I mean, it's got to be tracking you and your coordinates and everything, so I don't really know how that works. And then what happens if someone in the world owns this plane right now? So if I wreck it, what happens? Like, what happens to their plane? What happens to me? I guess, do you have insurance on the planes in this game? I have no idea. We're gonna take this taxiway right here. Just cut over to the runway. There's no sense in us going all the way down. We don't need that much runway. We should have enough as it is. This is one of those high speeds again. I'm gonna turn because for some reason we're having to go wide anyway. There we go. And turn this over to tower. Hopefully it'll pop up in here in a second so we can ask for clearance. There we go.
Cincinnati Tower, landmark 113.
Let's set the flaps.
Ready to go. Runway 18 left, IFR to India 18. Landmark 1123 cleared for takeoff. Runway 18 left.
Alright, we'll acknowledge that.
Takeoff, runway 18 left, landmark 1123.
Alright, we're good on the trim. Landing lights, strobe. I'll raise myself up just a little more. There we go. And we'll do a rolling takeoff. And get to Ravenswood. Get paid. Should be quite a good, like I said, quite a good paying route for us. Alright. Here we go. She's really wanting to go left on me. Alright. Up in the air. Alright, we'll retract the flaps. Should probably holler us in here in a second.
Landmark 1123. Contact Cincinnati departure on 121.0.
Alright, acknowledge that.
121.0 for landmark 1123.
And we'll contact them.
Cincinnati departure, landmark 1123 is climbing through 1,800.
Let's go ahead and hit autopilot heading and altitude.
Cincinnati departure, roger, altimeter 2992.
2992.
Landmark 1123, turn left heading 095, resume on navigation, climb and maintain 5,000.
Alright.
Turn left
095.
095, resume on navigation, climb and maintain 5,000. Landmark 1123.
Close that off. Wow, can't see anything. I was kind of annoyed that there's IFR, but I mean, heck, you get up here a couple thousand feet and you can't, there's nothing. Absolutely nothing outside. So they did say 5,000
Landmark
though.
1123 from traffic at 8 o'clock. 4 miles at 900, MD 80. Report them in sight.
There's no way.
Landmark 1123.
Can't see anything, pal.
MD 80 in sight.
Not like it matters.
Cincinnati departure Delta 330, climbing through 1,600 for 1000.
Bring this GPS up. See, we're saying,
Roger. Altimeter 2991.
Cincinnati approach. PS
get over to 5. Actually, maybe we should let it go a little more towards the line. That's what I was doing yesterday. If not, you'll get off track and they'll start correcting you all the time. Not all the time.
Cincinnati approach. Roger. Altimeter 2992. UPS 218 Eddie. Contact Indianapolis Center on 123.925.
Alright, we're at 4,000 feet.
PS 218 heavy.
So we could go back a little bit on the mixture, clean it out just a little. By the way, it's a 4,000 foot runway, so it should be fine for us to land. Only trouble is, if it's anything like this at Ravenswood, and it very well could be, it could be a problem. Because there are no navigational aids. I didn't even think about a whole lot of that. I didn't think about that at all. So we're not going to be able to see the runway until we're about 2,000 feet or so. Alright, coming up on 5,000 feet, 5,500. I thought that's what we made on the flight plan.
Climb and maintain 5,500. Landmark 1123.
And there's just nothing out there for us to see.
Delta 330. Contact.
Alright, everybody, I had to cut it there for a second. I'm back. I don't know what that is. It probably doesn't work anyway. Alright, so we're at 5,500 now. Should lean it out just a little more. So now we're only about 41 minutes away. Some nice big clouds up here though. Alright, well I'm going to go ahead and speed it up a little bit. We don't have far to go, but I'll speed it up and be back in just a little bit. Alright, everybody, I'm back. Gonna acknowledge this real quick. Down to 2,700.
Landmark 1123.
So we are pretty close. Luckily, the weather looks a lot better here than it did back in Cincinnati, so there shouldn't be any problem. They already told us we're going to be landing on runway 22. There is a GPS approach for that runway as well. So I'll go ahead and click on select approach. There you go, 22, enter that. Go ahead and activate it. Oh.
Landmark 1123, turn right heading 135. Turn right heading 135.
I have to say, this is one reason I don't do IFR flights, man. This has really been annoying. They keep switching me between 070 and 100. It's been ridiculous. It's just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's, like I say, that's one reason I just hate these daggone IFR flights. See, 135, now we're past 135, but over here on the GPS, which is more accurate, we're just now, no, that's why I use that heading more than right here. They're right on 135, that's 6 in it. We're going down to what, 2,700? Alright. Up on 3,700 right now. Let me go ahead and put it full lane, or full rich. Yeah, I think my view has definitely changed. Don't know why, that's a little too high. Alright, we're only 10 miles away. Weather is improved though from Cincinnati. It's not obviously great weather, but it shouldn't be hard at all. Now watch me totally screw it up or something. I got off the thrust when we started descending, but man, our speed is still, it got up to the red. Still backed off a little bit, trying to get to the green. We're gonna level off here anyway. I'll get back on the thrust a little bit.
Landmark 1123, turn left heading 075.
This has been really...
Landmark 1123, turn right heading 190.
See, why would you do that?
Turn right heading 190. Landmark 1123.
That's just really dumb. 190. Vector me left, and then as soon as you do that, vector me way back to the right. 190. This 190 is too far to the right. It would seem. Maybe not. I think I'll end up right on it actually. 189 and 190. Come back left a little bit actually. It should be cutting me loose here in a second. We're only 6 miles out. Well, I guess we're 6 miles from that waypoint actually. Not the airport. Tell Nakpo, is that what that waypoint is? And then the airport. Frozen River, man, it's just desolate. I'm not. Maybe the Canal River? I don't know.
Landmark 1123, airport is 1 mile. Figured 1 o'clock, turn right heading 220, report runway in sight.
Acknowledge that. 220.
Landmark 1123.
Can't remember. I think this thing has a nav to GPS switch as well. So many of them, the default ones do, but I don't. I need to get back left a little bit. And that's it right there.
Landmark 1123, has the runway in sight. Landmark 1123, you are 9 miles northeast. Descend and maintain 2,700. Clear visual. Runway 22. Approach. Switch to advisory on 122.8.
Alright.
Descend and maintain 2,700. Cleared visual. Runway 22. Approach. Advisory on 122.8. Landmark 1123.
Alright, well, turn over to the traffic position.
India 18 traffic. Landmark 1123.
We need to get a little left here. You see the runway there. It does have lights, but kind of figured it wouldn't. This is just a small airport. Ravenswood is a very, very small town. Pull back on the thrust and slow down. Alright, we are on the glide slope now. So we'll start descending. It was 600 feet a minute. Actually, it's 700 because we're a little high now. Actually, go ahead and get rid of the autopilot. So we've getting too high.
India
Right, on final.
landmark 1123 is on final. Runway 22 to land.
Kill off some speed here so I can get my flaps out. There. That first notch is always so important. It helps with that drag so much. Second notch. Coming back on the glide slope. Alright, we're at full flaps. Got high there, but it's because we ballooned up, it will be alright. Those lights are kind of hard to see exactly, white and red. There we go. We're right on it. Slow down a little bit. I'm gonna get low here in a second. That's kind of what I figured was going to happen. Coming in a little hot. Yep, way hot. Way hot. It's not really what I want to do. That's not a very good landing. We should be landing way better than that. In this plane, we've flown the Grand Caravan so many times. I just got that. I came in way too hot, way too fast. I was trying to kill off some, but I was afraid we were gonna get we're getting a little too low. It wasn't the worst. It wasn't very good though. Alright, so we go over here and turn around. Raining. Actually, that is very correct too. It is raining like crazy. I'm not too far from Ravenswood. I can't remember exactly how far it is. Couldn't be more than 50 miles from where I am. And it is definitely pouring. I get turned around here. We can park this thing and get paid. There we go. You know, I guess we could turn up general aviation in the traffic. I think I'm at 33%, maybe 50%. Commercial, I've got all the way up to 100%. But flying to these smaller airports, I guess you could turn it up a little bit and be better. Might have somebody out here every once in a while. But it should be a very high-paying job. Not as high as the first one, but however, per mile we're gonna get paid way more. That flight was actually pretty long, all the way down to Florida. It only paid 10 grand. This was what, over 6. We should get paid quite nicely. And then I'll try and pick some better areas. I know kind of where we've been flying, it's kind of desolate. Not a whole lot to look at, so maybe we'll pick some better areas. It's just, this is the area kind of where I live and everything, so that's kind of why I picked it. I think alright. Can turn here and then go over to the other side. I'm surprised it's saying that there's an airport this big because Ravenswood is tiny. go ahead and stop here. Landing lights go off, strobe goes off. We'll announce that we're clear of the runway. Deck on it. FSEconomy just recognized that we're here. Come on. It's because I hit the parking brake so we wouldn't move while I was hitting the switches. That's kind of ridiculous. But it's... I don't know. Yesterday it was... when I hit the parking brake, it didn't end. It didn't end until I shut the motor off. It's supposed to end when you hit the parking brake. I didn't even think about that. I have to remember not to do that again because it just shut it off. Alright. It's still... I don't know what it is, but this plane just does not want to turn while on the ground today. I don't know what it is. I want to try sometimes if we can fly the Grand Caravan from Coronado instead of this. I don't know if it'll recognize it or not. Because the Coronado is the Grand Caravan. This says the 208 Caravan, but if you look at the side, it does say Grand Caravan. Alright, we'll go ahead and hit the parking brake. Hopefully it doesn't pop up as this again. Turn everything off. No, the taxi light doesn't want to turn off. Can't click on that again. Had it there for a second. No, I don't know what's going on with that. It's so weird. Nav and beacon, you can come off. Pitot heat. Was that the strobe? What was that? Oh, that's this. No smoking. Avionics, you come off. Battery off. Generator, you can come off. Everything is off. There we go. Except the taxi light, I can't get you off for some reason. Alright, let's go back over to FSEconomy and get paid. Alright, let's refresh this. Just from departing. Everything is gone. Let's log. So we made yeah, 6,700. So we actually made more. We went 513 miles on that one, 133 on this one, and we actually came out, what, $70 more? That is nice. So income was $88.56. We had to rent it for just over an hour, so that cost us $400 an hour. That little 6 minutes kind of cost us $442.67. We paid $231.55 in fuel, $885.60 for the ground crew, which is kind of ridiculous. $564.48 for the booking fee. So it cost us $1,681, leaving us a profit of $67.31.70. That is nice. Let's go put this in our bank account. 6731.70. We're already up to 14,000. We've only flown 5 hours. That's pretty good. Like almost $3,000 an hour. Alright, well, that's going to be it for this episode, everybody. I hope you all did enjoy it, and I will catch you guys on the next flight.